Pittsburgh Steelers come out of Atlanta yesterday with a big W, led by that defense and behind the golden toe of Chris Boswell, the best kicker in the NFL right now, if you ask me. Welcome back to Mike Drop Sports, everybody. It's a Monday. Let's kick off another week here on the channel. Let's talk Steelers and what they did yesterday down in Atlanta. 18 points off the toe of one Chris Boswell. And securing victory through the defensive side of the football. They were absolutely smothering that defensive unit. Yes, a couple hiccups, but in an overall performance, they were absolutely dominant on an offense that I thought should have been better with what they have down there, and they showed flashes of exactly what they could do. But the Pittsburgh Steelers were able to neutralize that defensively, not easily, but they definitely were able to handle business. And you look at how the Pittsburgh Steelers came at the Atlanta Falcons. They were able to do what, guys? They were able to rush the passer with 4. They didn't have to bring a ton of extra pass rushers. Why? Because Kirk Cousins really strives off going against 5 pass rushers. And he has always done really well whenever you bring extra people and free up somebody on the back end for him to deliver the football to quickly. So the Steelers needed to get pressure with 4. They needed to get pressure with the least amount of numbers as possible to be able to keep the coverage secure on the back end and not allow Kirk Cousins easy check down throws, easy throws across the middle, easy quick release type throws weren't able to be achieved by Kirk Cousins during this game because the Steelers were able to get to the quarterback with very small numbers. And that is a very positive thing, considering I thought the offensive line for the Atlanta Falcons was pretty damn good. So you look at that, and you have to be super pumped up about what you saw there and what the Steelers were able to do. I thought Cameron Hayward had a solid game. Keanu Benton, what an outstanding football player, and his speed this year is really starting to show already early. And losing that weight, getting more trim, getting a lot faster, I thought, in my eyes, has really paid off for Keanu Benton, and I expect big things from him moving forward. I love the speed of the linebacker play yesterday, especially the edge guys. Those guys were really fast. They were held crazily the whole game, which is ridiculous. The officiating was horrible there. TJ Watt robbed of a couple great plays, but imagine his stat line if a couple of those weird penalties, wonky penalties, weren't called whenever he had made a really solid play. Well, what a performance. One for the record books, man. TJ Watt just so special, man. So special. But you look at all that and you say to yourself, yeah, we knew this defense was going to be pretty damn good. Did we know they were going to be that good? I thought so. I thought it would be a top 5 unit in the NFL. No doubt about it. Hands down, slam dunk on paper whenever I saw it. You saw the back end of the defense perform really well. Congratulations to Deshaun Elliott and Dante Jackson, both newcomers to the Steelers defense, both with interceptions in their first regular season game with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And especially for Deshaun Elliott, it's been a long time coming for him. I think that might have been his first interception here in a very long time or ever in the NFL. So that was pretty damn cool to see for Deshaun Elliott. Dante Jackson fit right in, guys. Right in, and we told you here on the channel over and over, Dante Jackson possesses a lot of speed and would fit in perfectly with this Steelers defense because of his style play, because of the way he brings that athleticism, that speed to the field, and what that was going to mean for the Steelers, and how good of a fit he really truly was for the Steelers team when they acquired him in the Deontay Johnson trade. So again, guys, yes, overall performance, very, very good from the defense. But I want to slide over a little bit to the offense. I thought the offensive line played better than I thought they would have played. I thought that Dan Moore Jr. surprisingly did not play bad. He was not bad at all. I thought that I would give him, a B minus, C plus type grade, which is pretty damn good, in my eyes. I thought that he performed really well. I thought Zach Frazier performed really well. James Daniels, I thought, had a C grade. At times he was not as effective as I thought he should be, considering he's the veteran guy right now along that offensive line, and he should have maybe produced a little bit better of a performance. I thought Broderick Jones played okay. There were times where he wasn't, but I thought that overall he played pretty good and deserved a solid grade also. Um, Spencer Anderson, first NFL start ever. I thought he played decent. I thought that he got the job done. Now, there were moments where he was shaky and rocky, but, he was able to get it done. Where I was concerned yesterday was the inability for Justin Fields to do the things that NFL quarterbacks need to do in order to be ultra successful. He did some things well. We'll give him that. Some of the throws that he had made when he really drove the football in there is what you scream out all the time that you want him to do on a regular basis. He has to take this game tape that he got this week in Atlanta and look at how he fits within this offense and look at the missed opportunities in which when you hit that back foot, you got to just drive the football down the field and you got to be able to make some decisions, and that processing has to get better. And I hope that he can see that there were opportunities left out there in the pass game that he wasn't able to hit. And definitely maybe reconsider sometimes holding on to the football a little too long, trying to always make something happen. Sometimes that can bite you in the ass. You saw how it put the Steelers on long fields occasionally whenever he would run around back there, whenever maybe he should have got rid of the football. There's a lot of processing stuff that has to get better for Justin Fields. Was it all on Justin? No. But definitely he was part of that. The reason the Steelers were stalling on offense yesterday and stalling whenever they would get inside of the 30, heading towards that end zone and not able to capitalize and punch that in. Now, some of it will go with, maybe some play calling situations, maybe the inability for Justin Fields to check in and out of plays, to get some plays maybe across the middle. Maybe they were really trying to just coddle him a little bit in his first game in the regular season with the Steelers, to where they didn't want him to make those, costly mistakes, those turnovers and things of that nature, to where they were just really trying to protect him from himself. So maybe that was the situation. You saw some of the demographics that I had put up, one being, I think I might even have put it in a thumbnail. Maybe I didn't. But you see a graphic where Justin Fields didn't utilize the middle of the field. I understand that, and the Steelers did go away from the middle of the field a little bit here, and that was purposeful because of the safety play of the Atlanta Falcons. They tended to stay on the edges. That's where they wanted to attack. That's where they thought they could have the most success and keep Justin Fields out of trouble. So I get that, but there were options and there were opportunities that were missed due to the inability for Justin Fields to get through his reads and get through his processing to find those guys. There were opportunities there. Now, were they abundant? Probably not, no. But definitely there were some missed opportunities there that once he turns on the tape, he will definitely like to have back, and that will, put the Steelers into the middle of the field a little bit more. So it wasn't all one thing. And that's one big shining moment we need to take apart or take away from this week one game, is that there was no one unit or no one piece of any unit even. We'll even go that far and break it down a little bit further. And there was no one piece of any unit that was just ultra horrible, didn't do nothing, just bad. Everybody had their hand in the offense, not scoring as many or scoring touchdowns. Everybody was slightly at fault for that all over the board, offensively. And that definitely is something to, be excited about, I think, because you saw the possibility for growth. You saw that, there's nothing that's so bad that they can't fix it. We'll just say that. So that's a positive thing. And hey, your Steelers are 1-0, and everybody else in the division is 0-1. So we talked about it all offseason too. The Steelers have to come out to a good start here. They have to continue this trend. They have to continue to try to build a lead headed toward that back half of the season in order to give themselves a little margin for error, to where they don't have to be absolutely perfect in the back half, and to where they usually are in the back half of the season, to where one loss will eliminate them. They can't be in that situation. They have to really start out hot here. They have to really be able to have a little bit of a cushion in order to just have a little sense of being able to be comfortable here in the back half. So we're going to come back tonight with the live show. We'll be about 7:45 probably. So make sure you keep an eye out on that. But we will also continue all week with our daily uploads. It's the regular season now, so look for your members only content that'll be coming out here. We're going to do that. So look for that coming out. And also look for information coming out about a members only live stream. We're going to do that and see about possibly finding out about bringing some people onto the screen here so we can put some names to faces and things like that. So we'll try. We're going to try to figure that out. And yeah, continue to like, share, subscribe, all that good shit, man, as we push forward here. Truly appreciate it. Also, nobody sent me your game day pictures. I didn't get one picture in the Mike Drop Sports yahoo.com email. So make sure you send your game day photos there. We will continue to try to do it throughout the season to build it up. And then at the end of the season or during the season, we'll try to show some of those pictures. So make sure you send those to MikeDropSports at yahoo.com. So we can definitely get those pictures put together and make a collage and all that kind of stuff of our fan base. So make sure you do that. So until then, guys, I'm Jason. This is Mike Drop Sports. Peace.